welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be doing my July finished projects, and I know it's a little bit late, but if you've watched my whip of the week for this last week, then you'll understand that I've not been feeling very well, and I was dealing with some severe migraines and all of that, so not a whole lot of crafting done. I really didn't make much progress on anything this month. I have a few crochet items, a couple knit items or machine knit items, some sewing items, and some earrings that I've made. So I'm just going to kind of go through what I managed to finish in the month of July. And the first thing is this little chicken hot pad. This is a pattern from Bag O' Day Crochet. I did not finish the second one yet, but I have got the first one finished, so hopefully I'll finish that other one because I'm not very far away from it. I just have not picked it up. So it turned out really cute like this. And this is kind of the pattern that matches the coasters that I made last month, as in June, not July. But it turned out really cute and very eager to start using that now that I've shared it. Let's see. So I have a couple machine knit items. So one is going to be a pattern when I can manage to get it written up and everything. I've been kind of busy with my shop, and like I said, this last week I just wasn't feeling very good, so I've not made much progress on this, but the pattern is done. It's, written out in shorthand. I just need to be able to sit down on the computer and type it up and post it in my shop. But this was the first try I made at it, and it is a s'more. So it's done in 3 pieces, and it's done on the 22 needle Addy machine or Centro, whichever you have. I have the Addy machine in the 22 needle at least. So I did it this way, thinking, trying to work up the pattern, and this is only a single layer. I don't know what I was thinking, because you can definitely see the stuffing through it, and that's just not very attractive. So I reworked the pattern and made it so you can't see the stuffing anymore. But this was my first try. It does have like the chocolate drips everywhere. I did do the chocolate drips much better on this one than the other one. And the graham crackers are done individually, and then they're sewn on. Really quick. It's not very intensive or anything. And then I have safety eyes, and then I use puff paint for all of my mouths on my amigurumis. But this was my first attempt, so it turned out much smaller than the next attempt, even though it's the same amount of rows and everything, other than I doubled the white portion so I could have a double layer. But this will be a pattern coming out in my shop. So the version that you'll see is going to be this one. So this is going to be the version that's going to be the pattern. And like I said, I did the drips on that one much better than the drips on this one. I should probably go back in and kind of fix that a little bit, but it kind of makes him look like he's got little sideburns. But that's how it turned out. Basically the same, the crackers are done separately, and then the white and the chocolate are done as one piece, and then I did enough to be able to fold it inside like a hat so it would be double layered. So there's that one. Then the next one is going to be another pattern that will be available as soon as I get the chance to write it up, and it is a bow headband. So it looks like this. It's also done on the Addy 22 needle machine, or the Centro, or whatever else you have that's 22 needles. I suppose you could probably do this on a larger machine and use the same specs, but I don't know about that. I haven't tried that. But it's just like a 3D bow headband. Um, so what I've done is I've made the headband and then made the bow and then sewed them, or tied them together. So it looks like that. It's 3D. The bow puffs up, so it's its own separate piece, and I think it turned out really nice. So I was quite pleased with that. This is, oh, what is this? This is I love this yarn. I don't know the name. I left the skein inside the house. So, but I was quite pleased with that, and it will be nice to be able to wear once it cools off a little bit. The next couple things are sewn items. So my husband is going to be getting a new chanter for his bagpipe. It's like a electric one. So he needed a bag for that. So I went ahead and designed this one for him. So it's basically just a giant rectangle, and then I added these portions on the top so I could have the drawstring. And it turned out really nice. So drawstring's closed, and he'll have enough room to put his chanter in there, and then whatever else he needs, the batteries and the charging cord and all of that. But very simple. The drawstring casing is a separate piece that I sewed onto the rectangle panel, so it would give it a little bit more height away from the main part of the bag. But that turned out really nice. And this is just some plaid flannel that I had bought from Joann's when I worked there on clearance. I have two big multi-yard stacks of this because he wants me to eventually make matching covers for his bagpipes. I don't know if you've seen a bagpipe, it has a fabric cover over the bag, and he wanted me to be able to make covers for them, which I have not done yet, but this is part of that fabric for that. The next thing, and they somehow got dirty, is reusable sandwich bags. So this is just some cotton fabric, and I kind of just whipped up a pattern of my own. They turned out like this. They're kind of wrinkly because I have went ahead and throw these in the wash and dried them so I can use them in the kitchen. But they just flip over like this. So the top folds back, and you can use it. You can put whatever in it, and then it'll fold back to close it. So I have 5 of them, and they all kind of turned out a little bit different. So they're all the same color. The sizing's a little bit different because I wasn't being exact on how I was measuring these. I was just I had a basic pattern, and I was just cutting it out, not being real precise. So they're all different sizes, which is fine. But I have a whole nother stack of these, and we're trying to be able to replace the plastic sandwich bags, which are, they're not good for the environment, for one thing, but if you think about it, my husband, we pack about 2 plastic sandwich bags per day per lunch, and that really adds up in cost. So we're trying to cut costs a little bit by doing this. These are reusable. I can just throw them in the wash. The inside is cotton too, so I know some people put um, that plastic fabric inside, but I wanted just to be able to throw these in the wash and not have to worry about it. So I think they'll work just fine. I'm not going to put anything in there that's going to leak or anything, so I don't think the plastic is necessary. But I think this will greatly reduce some of our grocery cost. And then the last thing is just my earrings that I made. So I'll just go through these really quickly. If you would like to see these in a more detailed, then I do have a whip of the week that I went over these with. So they're all Halloween, mostly all Halloween themed, and these are faux leather, so that is like cats and pumpkins. And here's pumpkins and bats. And then this one, and I have those little bat charms on a chain. And then this is just glitter with those little skull charms. Black glitter with the skeletons. And then these are fall. Also faux leather, so it has little leaves and mushrooms on them. And then the rest are just kind of random. So I have the like floats. So this is the pink one that has the ice cream and the little pink straw, and then you have the like root beer down there. I made the pink cats. Purple mushrooms. And then the green T-Rexes. So that is all of my finished projects for the month of July. Wasn't a whole lot. I kind of did some other things besides just crochet, but that's kind of what my channel's about these days. It's not just fiber arts, it's everything arts. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. Bye!